I'm Carl,
And I'm Sally Ann.
and together we're
motorhoming
motorhoming life. We've been asked numerous questions about the first 6 months in our motorhome called Pegasus.
This video is our attempt to answer some of those questions.
Hello, my name is Rachel and I'm a neighbour of Carl and Sally Ann's at their home base outside Harrogate, UK. These questions are pre-recorded in line with social distancing rules. How do you live in such a small place?
We don't actually live in a motorhome, we actually live out of a motorhome.
With such good weather in Spain, we spent most of our days exploring and discovering and experiencing food,
Wine,
the culture,
people,
history,
beaches,
and the mountains,
the coffee.
and the local markets.
Oh yes, the local markets. Wonderful.
How do you choose where you go and stay?
We wanted to find the sunniest, warmest winter weather in Europe. So after some serious, intensive research on the internet, lots and lots of YouTube videos, books, talking to people, recommendations,
It was a no-brainer, southern Spain.
we decided on a camper park in southern Spain in Almeria. We got a trusty map, a real map, and we actually worked out a route, to get it the right way around, down to Almeria from Bilbao. And then we decided to choose places we'd like to go and see, like Merida, following our research, and we'd organised to stop at various places using our airbook. We decided also to stop at various camper parks using our Axi book. We also use this Axi book a great deal for when we left Almeria. We were on the way back to the UK because we had to come back to the UK for September for our service and snag list. We were going to use the España Discovery to explore vineyards and places that make beer on the way back, and we were going to stop at various French passions also on the back because we actually had a fair few months to get back to the UK.
I've seen your checklist YouTube video. Is it really like that?
Yes!
Here it is!
Where's the best place you've stayed?
La Garrofa, Almeria, Andalusia, southern Spain.
What has been your favourite restaurant meal?
Casapuga, Almeria, tapas.
Mr. Fisher, Denia, deep fried anchovies and croquetas.
How do you do your washing and ironing?
And washing facilities. This question is from my sister-in-law.
What ironing?
There are ironing facilities at most of the camper parks we stayed.
What do you do about shopping?
We do a big shop every time we move on. Mercadona, Carrefour.
Most camper parks do have fruit, veg, fish, all delivered.
Yeah, but we buy locally as much as possible.
And we seek out the local markets.
We don't do foraging, and you know who I'm talking to.
Where's your favourite historic place?
For me, it's Alhambra near Granada.
For me, it's Merida, Midwest Spain.
Sally Ann, what's the best meal cooked in the motorhome?
Tostado, Spanish tomatoes on toast.
Well, that's the best thing you've cooked, you think? No, I think the best thing you've cooked is poached egg on toast, bit of brown sauce, HP, with a nice lot of black pepper on. That's the best thing you've cooked in the motorhome so far.
Okay, confess. I don't do the cooking, but the best meal Carl's cooked inside is monkfish tail and chips with the fish from Almeria Fish Market.
What's the best and worst of motorhoming that you've experienced so far?
For me, it's the exploring and discovering without haste.
And for me, it's having the freedom and the flexibility to travel where you want, when you want.
The worst, viaducts. White knuckle ride with the wind like this and lots of effing and jeffing. Apart from that, there's nothing I don't like.
Yeah, and the only thing I don't like is I miss family.
Do you have solar panels?
Yes, we have solar. Don't ask me how it works, but we've been okay when the sun shines to stay off grid. Well, the most we've done is 5 days and we've still had full power, so that's not been a problem. And while we're here in Yorkshire, we actually have extra solar power out the back.
What do you do at night? Do you watch TV?
No, we don't have a TV.
We dip in and out of the news on our mobiles and iPads.
Sally reads a lot.
Carl talks a lot.
We plan and we make notes.
Carl cooks. I'm sous chef.
We socialise.
Yeah, we make friends, like with the French.
Belgians,
Yeah, Dutch.
Germans,
Spanish.
Brits,
Swedes.
Swiss,
Americans.
Irish.
And even some Argentinians.
Yeah, we sort of, in the evening, we over a glass of wine or a fire pit, I don't know, marshmallows, all the sort of things that, you know, you used to think we used to do in the 60s. It's like-minded people sharing experiences over a glass of wine, or two, or three.
How do you make friends when you travel?
We engage with the locals and we attempt to say hello to everybody we meet in their own language.
Bonjour.
Good morgen.
Buongiorno.
Ciao.
Hola.
Goedemorgen.
Hola.
Hey up me duck.
Hi. Hey.
Hey.
As a result, we stay in contact with motorhomers from Germany,
Sweden,
Netherlands,
France
Scotland,
and the UK.
and we've been invited to join motorhomers in Greece and Morocco.
Is it true that you don't have an oven or microwave? How does it work?
Yep, we don't have an oven or a microwave. We have 2 gas rings and an induction in the motorhome, but I tend to cook outside using our LPG cooking stove. I have used an Omnia, which is a thank you very much, is a stove top oven with fantastic results. I've also used it outside on our fire pit with mixed results, 2 burnt cakes and a fantastic cauliflower cheese. Cheers. Very nice, thank you.
Do you have bikes?
We've been asked this question lots of times. No.
Our research showed that you could hire, borrow, or even buy bikes at low cost. It also suggested that car hire was inexpensive. This turned out to be true. We hired cars in Almeria, Marbella,
Alicante.
for as little as 8 to 10 euros a day. Some camper parks encourage you to borrow their bikes free. We've borrowed electric bikes off other campers and hired mountain bikes for as little as €5 a day.
I heard you have some Skeletric with you. Why?
Yes! It's always been my ambition to play with my Ski Electric slot cars on a beach on the Mediterranean. Tick. A number of motorhomers joined me and suggested we set it up in the camper park restaurant and have an evening tournament. 32 motorhomers turned up of all nationalities and we had a great time. And Eric of Sweden, the champion. And since then we've had it out in other camper parks, having a barbecue. Bernie was the champion of Alicante. So, to answer your question, yes, we have my Ski Electric with me.
How many does Pegasus sleep? Has anyone been to stay with you?
It has a double bed in the rear and a pull-down double bed over the pilot seats at the front.
Our son James has been to join us on numerous occasions.
What do you miss about Spain?
The weather.
Yeah, okay, the weather, but it's also the diversity of the landscape, the people, the food, the art, culture, beaches and
Palm trees.
yeah, palm trees.
What do you miss about the UK?
Popping in to see friends and family. It was always the plan for me to fly back to the UK, and during the first 5 months I flew back twice, spending about 4 weeks in total. What do you miss?
Baked beans.
What are your plans after lockdown? Where do you plan to go?
We have to get the van serviced in August, however, who knows. It's been recalled for something to do with the brakes. Quite important, I should think. Our main concern is the snag list. The retailer has to sort these out before we go anywhere, and it's not been plain sailing in our Mobilvetta yachts. The list is quite long.
We aim to go to Portugal and spend some time with Portugal Easy Camp, but it all depends on the situation in Europe.
Where is your favourite free stopover or air?
Undoubtedly, Hort de Soriano, which is en route to Valencia from Alicante.
In an orange grove.
What was the worst weather you've experienced so far?
Storm Gloria. This was in January 2020. We sheltered near Garucha and it lasted for 3 days.
And the wind speed got up to about 62 miles per hour. Well, that's what it was on the BBC app, so it must be true. And there was lots and lots and lots and lots of rain.
Do you have a home base?
Yes, we're in it now. Just outside Harrogate, North Yorkshire, in the UK.
How easy is it to maintain an internet TV connection when moving from place to place?
It's not been a problem, as most camper parks have good Wi-Fi. We had a booster up there, but I took it out because we didn't need it. We both have 40 gigabytes each from O2, and we never lost 4G anywhere we were in Spain, even up the mountains. Unlike here, only this morning we lost 4G, 3G, and the internet speed out here is very, very slow. So we're going to have to go somewhere else to upload this video.
What happens if you have a medical issue? How do you get prescriptions or see a doctor?
There are good hospitals and walk-in centres, and you can see a doctor quite easily. We have medical insurance as well. When you arrive at a camper park, they provide you with details of the nearest dentist,
Optician, doctor, hospital, vet, etc.
prescriptions. We didn't believe people that told us that it was very easy to get prescriptions in Spain. Most of the pharmacies open 24 hours and there are lots of them. So when we arrived, we thought we'd try this out. So we went up to this pharmacy and we walked in, and a nice young lady was on the other side, and I said, "Do you speak English?" She went, "Yes." So I got out my prescription and I said, "Can you do my prescription?" So she took it off me and went, "Would you like them all?" I went, "Well, not really." I said, and I thought, the statins, can we have the statins? So she looked at it like this, and off she went round the back and came back with the same box. She told me €4. I gave her €4 and we left. So yes, there was no problem at all getting my medication. Just to give you an example, on the 13th of March, we were put into forced isolation on one of the camper parks in Valencia. A member of the Spanish Red Cross came to talk to us and issued us with face mask, gloves, sanitizer, and as he was discussing things in Spanish, so we were using Google Translate, one of the things he asked us is, do I need any medication? So I said, well, it might be a good idea if we're going to be here for a long time. So I showed him my prescription. He said, no. He said, take a photograph of the boxes. So we took photographs of the boxes and we WhatsApped to him, and 4 or 5 hours he turned up back on the site with all the medication I needed for a month, just in case we were going to be there for a month, 80 something euros, and off he went.
Where do you see yourselves in 5 years' time?
Thank you, the Calvers, for this question. This question has actually been asked quite a number of times to me and Sally Ann. I'm going to answer the question in a slightly different way, just like every good politician. A very good friend of mine, true, politicians are really good at this, asked me where I was going to be when I'm 65. That is 5 years away. I have always answered the question every time he asks me, or anybody asks me, what am I going to do when I'm 65? I'm going to be selling deck chairs on a beach in the south of France, or something like that. People say that I'll still be working when I'm 75. If selling deck chairs on the south of France is working, that's okay for me. Where are you going to be in 5 years' time?
With you.
Oh my God, let me out of here.
Do you regret selling your house?
No.
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 No. No. No. Oh.
No.
Next. Yes, we have a toilet and a shower, and they're in the back. Yes, we have a favourite Spanish red wine. Cheers. We wish to thank our family, friends and followers on YouTube and Instagram for all your questions.
Our adventure isn't on pause, it's more low-key. We've been isolating and shielding at our home base since the 21st of March 2020.
Thank you to everybody for asking how we are. We're doing fine. What do you think?
Well, we haven't killed each other yet.
Yeah. Yet. A big thank you to everyone along the way for your help, support and advice. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Follow us on #motorhoming_life. If you see any of our pictures on #motorhoming_life, like them.